Hey, thanks for checking out the video. If you all like it, please like and subscribe, and hope you all enjoy it. Have a great rest of the day.
When Fort Dobbs is constructed, Governor Dobbs, who's planning the building, notes that it should easily be defendable by swivel pieces. Swivel guns, like the bronze piece you see right here, are small cannons. They're the smallest type of artillery piece you would have seen used at the time. They are not to destroy another building or a target half a mile away. They are basically oversized shotguns. They're anti-personnel weapons used to defend the walls of forts, and you might see them in pirate movies on the top decks of ships for when they get close to the enemy. Again, not to shoot at a building, to shoot at people. Here at Fort Dobbs, we know there were probably at least half a dozen of them. We don't know exactly how many swivels were here. We suspect that with two corners sticking out of the fort, they have several swivel guns in each of those, able to cover different directions with their fire. Today we're going to be going through the loading process using a crew of 3 men just to spread out the jobs for safety. In the 18th century, 1 man is going to be manning a swivel gun at each window, and he can go through all this pretty easily by himself, but we're not that well trained, so we're going to go with it. The swivel piece, like any artillery, is classified by the size of solid shot that it fires. This is a half-pounder gun. That means the solid piece of iron that comes out of it weighs 8 ounces, half a pound. Can I get you guys where's my bullet gun? Okay, all right.
This is 8 times.
It doesn't blow up, it's okay. So this doesn't explode. It's a solid chunk of iron that will hit a target traveling about 1,200 feet per second, leave a big messy hole, and keep on going. At closer range, this does literally turn into a shotgun. Instead of the big ball, you can put in a grape shot charge of 12 of those musket balls, and they will spray out like a big shotgun blast. We have actually found the grape shot size bullets from these cannons almost at our neighbor's house over there in archaeology. So even those can travel quite some distance. But if the enemy's pretty close, let's say where the fence is 50 yards away, you're going to really have a good tight effect where you can sweep several enemy soldiers away at a time. So there are several steps to loading this piece. It's a little bit different for the musket. We're going to have the men go through first without firing, just so we can talk about the process, and then we will fire a blank charge for you. Then the piece. Shepard, switch your hand. Switch your hand. All right. Too much rum last night. So, first we want to make sure this gun is clear. There's no debris in the barrel. Advance word. Search. Peace. Advance sponge. 10 vent. Sponge. Peace. Had we just fired this gun, it gives us a pretty big paper gunpowder cartridge. There might be embers of burning paper pasted in the back of the barrel. We want to make sure those are extinguished before more gunpowder is inserted. So a lamb's wool sponge dipped in water is put into the muzzle. At the same time, the man closest to you guys in the blue coat was covering the vent, which he should still be doing. And then tell him to take it up. Covering the vent, a hole in the back of the gun. By covering that vent, excuse me guys, he is sealing off the oxygen flow as that wet sponge is inside. So not only is there water to extinguish sparks, but we are also introducing, well, cutting off the air supply basically. Now, he's going to leave his thumb there. As I give the command, handle cartridge. Gunner number 2 is going to come back to the ammunition chest. He's going to get a gunpowder cartridge. For fake this time though. Yeah. 150 steps. Bring that gunpowder cartridge and either the solid shot or the grape shot charge up to the front of the gun. Charge, peace. He's going to insert the cartridge and then the projectile. Then, just like the musket, we have to ram the projectile down the length of the tube. Ram, cartridge. There you go. Now, gunner number 1 gets to move at the command prime. He's going to take a long brass wire and insert it into the vent hole. Because we haven't ripped the cartridge open with our teeth musket, we have to puncture the back of it. He's then going to make a loose pile of gunpowder in and on top of that vent. That is what is going to set this gun off. When gunner number 3, who hasn't been doing a whole lot this whole time, gives the command to fire, he has a long burning match on a linstock. Match is what we might call a fuse in the 21st century. It's just a rope that's treated in gunpowder. It's soaked in it, so it has a very hot, slow burning ember. That ember will touch the gunpowder on the vent. That flashes and sets the whole gun off. Take aim! Fire! And there's a big cannon there.
Bam.
That's how this will practice. That's how it should work. We're going to run through the drill a little bit faster this time, and we are going to load a blank charge. When you hear the command, take aim, you may wish that time to cup your hands over your ears. Okay. Advance word. Search, peace. Advance, sponge. 10, vent. Sponge, peace. Handle cartridge, live fire. Charge, peace. Ram, cartridge. Fire. Again, we're taking our time for safety today. Just be sure we're doing it all right. That one soldier firing a gun out of Fort Dobbs, he can probably do all this about every 30 seconds. So they can be spitting cannonballs out of this fort almost as fast as they can shoot their muskets. Okay, at this point you may want to cover your ears. Take aim! Get the match blow. Fire! And fire! Search peace! Then sponge! 10, then sponge, peace! Take your ease. Leave a round of applause for Folks, what final questions do you have?
One question.
Yeah.
What was the normal powder for
That is about 2.5 to 3 ounces of gunpowder. Yeah. So maybe the equivalent of about 10 musket cartridges thereabouts. The small